Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make prawn biryani. For making the prawn biryani, we require 300 grams of prawn, medium sized, which we need to clean it properly, and you need to drain the water. And then now the process starts with the marination of the prawn. The peeled prawn, as you can see, is ready for marination. We'll marinate this prawn with lemon juice. So for 300 grams of prawn, we now will put some haldi, one turmeric, then some red chili powder, and salt to taste. It has to be mixed thoroughly like this, so that the spices are absorbed by the prawns. And just to cover this masala, we need to give a squeeze of lemon, half lemon juice on the prawn. You can see now the acid of this lemon will start cooking the prawn. Slowly you can see the color changing from normal to a little bit white. This is how the marination starts. It's preferable to keep the prawn for some time so the marination is complete, and after at least half an hour we can start preparing the biryani, the prawn biryani which we are going to prepare. Hello, now our prawn is marinating. In the meantime, we'll take 400 gram of basmati rice, this grain basmati rice. We need to soak this rice for half an hour so that by the time it's soft and it cooks well. We need to also have diced tomatoes, diced onions for this 300 gram of prawn biryani. Onions we have taken 4 medium sized and grated into fine, chopped slices. We have taken 3 to 4 small sized tomatoes, again which has been chopped to small size like this. We have green chili, garlic, and ginger paste for this. You can have 2 to 3 spoon of this paste for 300 gram of prawn. We have 1 cup of yogurt. We have red chili powder, haldi, 2 green chilies. We have coriander and mint leaves, which we have chopped. We have this biryani masala for prawn. And then we have got cumin seeds, 1 bay leaf, cardamom stick, pepper, cardamom, small cardamom, big cardamom, nutmeg, and cinnamon and bay leaf. These are the spices which are required. So you have to arrange for this before you start the cooking. Now for this you need to have a big pot like this. When we need to start the process, we'll put some oil and then we'll start it. Our pot is ready. It is being heated on fire. For this we need to, preferably I use mustard oil. So we'll pour some mustard oil. You can see, allow it to heat for some time. Mustard oil gives a very pungent taste, so for biryani and other preparations, especially non-veg preparation, it is preferable that you use mustard oil for a punch. On this we'll pour the whole masalas, cumin, bay leaf, cardamom, pepper, cinnamon stick over on the. You can see the crackling sound. The aroma is so nice. It's already started to give that flavor. Allow it to get brown. You can also put the cover and now allow it to get it heated. Now we'll put the chopped onions over here. You can sprinkle a little bit of salt so that the moisture of the onions gets evaporated soon, and it also cooks and becomes brown very fast. And then put over the lid on the pan. You can see now that the onions have started to get brown. Allow these onions to be cooked on medium flame for 2 to 5 minutes. Then on this you can add this garlic and ginger paste. Mix thoroughly with the onions. And now again allow it to cook for some time and cover the lid. Now you can see the onions have got brown color. They have started to get caramelized. And you would ask me a question, why did we add the ginger garlic paste after the onion? Grated onions was put into the oil. The reason being that the paste is very finely made. So you could have put the onions along with the paste would have cooked and would have been burnt. So that is why after the chopped onions were put into the oil, and after letting it to be cooked for some time, after that only the paste was put in the masala. So it will take some time more. You can see the brown color is very clear. We'll allow it to get a little bit more brown, and then we'll add the tomatoes, the chopped tomatoes which we have had. The chopped onion and the ginger garlic paste are ready. It is well cooked now. You can see the raw smell of the ginger and garlic is gone. Now it's time to add the chopped tomatoes here. The tomatoes are to be mixed thoroughly, and we'll allow these tomatoes to cook for some time. This will be the base of the gravy and the masala for the biryani, the prawn biryani. Now the tomato gravy base is ready. It is cooked. You can see the rich color and the texture. You need to put this thing on a very slow fire flame, not in high flame, so it doesn't get burned on the bottom. Now it's time to add the spices. This is the haldi and the red chili powder. Now the turmeric and the green chili powder are mixed into it. Now we have our prawns also, which is marinated, ready to be put into the masala. We'll put the prawns. See how lovely it has become. This prawn is mixed into it. Stir it properly so that it's get mixed with the masala, and we need to cook it for briefly for 2 to 3 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes. Once it is cooked, then we'll add the biryani. We'll add the biryani masala. Now for preparing the rice, we need to take a pot. We'll boil some water. You can add little bit of lemon juice on the water, or slight any cooking oil, so that the rice which is put is not sticky. It can be cooked very nicely. It can be separated. So we'll put some lime juice. Now the rice which we have soaked in water, this is the rice. You can see it is ready to be used. We have soaked it for 30 minutes almost. This rice will be put onto this water once the water is boiled. So now we'll add some khada masala, the spices which we had added in the biryani, onto the water for flavor, and put some also slight salt onto it, so that the rice absorbs the salt from the water once it is cooked a little bit, right? And now we'll allow this water to boil for some time, and then we'll add the rice. Now it's time to also look at the prawns which is cooked here. You can see it has already started the process. The cooking process is ready. Now make sure that the water which we are making for the biryani rice is salty, so that the salt is absorbed by the rice. And you can see the spices which is floating over here, and allow it to boil it, so that after boiling, the water starts to boil, then we'll put the rice onto this water. In the meantime, we have the curd with us, the yogurt. Now we have to mix this biryani masala onto the yogurt. With the yogurt with the biryani masala properly. This yogurt with the biryani masala will be added onto the prawn, which is by the time 2 to 3 minutes it is cooked. We'll add this yogurt, so the flavor of the biryani masala goes into the prawn. You can see the prawn is ready now. Stir it very gently. Don't break the prawns. And once it is cooked, we'll add the yogurt onto it. can see the yogurt. I'm cooking this on a very medium flame. Don't use very high flame. Now gently mix this yogurt on the prawns. So the biryani masala flavor gets into the prawn and the masala very nicely. Once it is mixed gently, allow it to cook for 2 to 3 minutes and you can close the lid. Now you can see the water has started boiling. It's boiling very nicely. Now on this we need to add some mint leaves. The mint leaves are added. Onto this boiling water, now add the rice which was soaked. Slowly on the boiling water, gently. Stir the water, the rice, and allow it to cook for some time. One thing to note is that don't cook the rice too much. We don't have to overcook the rice. It should be perfect. It should be partially cooked because we have to add this rice onto this biryani and we have to put it on dum. So if rice is too much overcooked, the consistency of the rice will get damaged. So let it cook for some minutes and then we'll add the rice onto the masala. Now prawn is ready. It is well cooked now by now. You can see this texture. See, the oil is now separating from the masala. This is the indication that it is cooked. Now gently stir like this, and we need to switch off the gas and pour this prawn into a bowl. We have to keep it in a separate bowl, and on this pot we will put some oil with sliced potatoes, and we'll put the dum. Okay, so we are now you can see the gravy and the prawn is ready. The oil is completely separated from the masala. It is ready. Now we need to separate and remove this prawn to a bowl here, so that we can start the process of making the biryani with the cooked rice. You can see the rice is also ready now. It is boiling. Just ensure that the rice is only cooked 75%. Don't allow it to overcook, as I said earlier. So that 25% will be cooked when you allow the rice with this masala to be cooking. Okay, so that's it. We'll put this prawn into the bowl and we'll start the next step of making the biryani. Now we have removed this prawn and the gravy in this bowl, and we are now ready to start the dum process. So this is the pot which we had cooked for the masala. Now heat it with some little oil, and we have to layer this pot with sliced potatoes. Without peeling, you just need to slice it so that once you cook the biryani, it doesn't get burnt from the bottom. The potatoes will become brown and crispy and will not allow the rice and the biryani to get burnt. So we need to cut the potatoes in this manner. Sliced potatoes, put it in water, just no need to peeling the cover, and nicely clean it, and we have to layer it on this pot. So now we are going to start. You can see the potatoes which we have layered on this pot. Now we'll start the process of making the biryani. We'll put the rice, the cooked rice will be layered on it. You can see I put the prawn over the potatoes, and then we layer it with the cooked rice. So in different layers, we'll put the rice and the prawn separately. You can see now. Yes. Now over this rice again, we'll layer the prawn. And then we'll seal the prawn with the next layer of rice. This is the second layer of rice over the top. We'll pour the rice on the prawn masala. We'll seal this biryani with the aluminum foil. And we'll allow this biryani to cook for 20 minutes in a slow fire, very slow fire. Put the lid press it, and you can put some weight on it so that the vapor doesn't escape, and allow it to cook for 20 minutes on a very light flame. Hi, now our biryani is ready. You can see we are going to remove the aluminum foil. Wow, see the color and the texture. It's ready. Just it's perfectly cooked, and you can smell the aroma. You can't smell it, but I can. It's nicely, it has come out very nicely. So after all the steps, you can see the prawn biryani is ready. Now you can enjoy it with your family and friends. Thank you.